So today we are here at 1331 Saddlebrook Lane with Vladimir Bograd. We're going to be previewing this property. It's a new listing we just got here in Huntingdon Valley. And after we're done previewing the property, we're going to have our next episode of the Boom Room Unfiltered, and our special guest will be Vladimir Bograd. So let's take a look inside. All right, come on in. All right, so Dad, this is 1331 Saddlebrook Lane. This is a masterpiece built home. You know the community.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So this was a house built by the previous owner. This house is all hardwood floors throughout the first floor and second floor.
Right, let's see.
It's about 6,000 square feet plus the finished lower level. So you have the living room here.
Right.
9-foot ceilings, recessed lighting, gas fireplace.
Yeah.
The dining room over here. Sconces, like
There's a similar house. It's in Inverness. It's like
same setup. Yeah,
very similar. Same floor plan.
Very like mainline-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, so Inverness, the same home.
Powder room over here, coat closet, stairs.
Right.
One of two stairs going upstairs. Let's check out the bathroom.
Yeah, it's a nice 12-foot ceiling.
No.
10?
This is a 10-foot ceiling.
Like
So 10-foot ceilings here.
high, yeah.
So if you peek around here to the left is the office, and then entrance to the basement.
Okay.
And this goes to the outdoor area, which we'll get to before we start the podcast.
It's very nice. So it's all built in.
All built in, yeah.
Nice. People live here?
They're living here, yeah. They're moving to Florida and the place down the shore, so back and forth. So
what are you asking for this house?
we're asking 1,695.
1,695. American money, right?
American money.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go look at the kitchen.
Let's look
American
at
money. All right, so here we have the kitchen here, big island, gas cooking, not one but two sinks, a prep sink and a regular sink. Behind us is the butler's pantry over to the dining room, built-in fridge, Miele, appliances, convection oven, microwave, heating drawers and whatnot. Big island for entertaining.
Yeah, it's very nice. Seems to be nobody used this thing.
Well, I mean, it's
Like a brand new.
It is like brand new. It's in really good shape. Everything's in really good shape. They're not living here anymore. They moved out. So property is ready for the next buyer. But again, you can see this is the big kitchen, perfect for entertaining, with the breakfast room over here that takes you right out to the backyard.
How long they own this property?
They've owned this property for, I'd say, about 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
And how old is this house?
House is 15 years old.
15-year-old.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful home.
Nice house.
Yeah, nice house. They
now-
sell furnished or
I think they
it's
probably would
optional?
sell the furniture. If you want the furniture, Dad, we'll make the furniture happen. But this is
Yeah.
the family room, all built-in bookcases, also for the
Right.
TV. There's probably 12 to 13-foot ceilings in here, wall of windows, another gas fireplace here.
I'll say more than 12-foot ceiling here. Feels
12
like,
or 13.
yeah, maybe.
Lots of height, which is
Yeah,
nice.
it's very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nice family room.
Yeah, and
And it's open to the kitchen, breakfast area, so for
Nice
entertainment, it's
carpet.
perfect. Yeah, nice carpeting too.
yeah, very nice. Very nice.
All right.
So what else we see? We see
So over here, it takes
this
you
is
around.
the garage.
Well, yeah, this is the mud room.
Uh-huh.
You have the pantry, second staircase over here.
Right.
You have the pantry, another closet for coats, another closet for clothes. You have another exit to the front of the house, and then this is your.
Oh my God, I see myself.
You see yourself, well, and you see here a 3-car garage.
Yeah.
It's actually 3.5 because you have a lot of storage in here as well.
I think this thing should be cleaned up or to sell this thing, huh?
Yeah, we got to clean up the
Yeah,
garage.
they have to clean up a little better.
All right. So that's the first floor. What
Yeah,
do you
nice.
think? You like it?
I do like it, yeah. I do like it.
Anything you want to add? That's a nice big pantry.
I would clean up garage, the rest looks pretty good.
Okay. You want to check out the upstairs
I'll
first?
put a couple bottles of water inside the fridge. Looks like it's empty.
Do you want to go upstairs first?
I'd love to. Can
Let's
I
go
go
upstairs.
this way?
Let's go upstairs. All right. So I like the fact that the landing's pretty large, and what's nice is that the second floor laundry's here. So you have second floor laundry. You have one bedroom.
You know my wife, she's not gonna like the steps. She's not gonna
Well, I
like
know
it.
you like to have a first floor master
I
bedroom.
do like it,
I know.
but she's gonna go crazy, so.
So here's the one bedroom,
Yeah,
okay?
This is the bed.
This is one bedroom, 9-foot ceilings up here, recessed lighting, which is nice. Okay, coat closet, okay?
Okay.
That's one bedroom. We'll do the master last. This is bedroom number 2 with a full bath. So this is like a princess suite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Full bath, walk-in closet, and a bedroom. All right.
Missing furniture here. Huh?
Well, they're slowly moving out.
Yes, nice, very
Nice
nice.
house, right?
Yeah, it's very nice.
All right. So follow me.
Let me see the bathroom. Yeah, nicely done.
Nice bathroom, right?
Yeah,
All right. So now we have the hall bath. Another full bath here, and this is bedroom number 3 up here.
okay.
Okay. Closet.
It's like a princess suite.
This is just a regular bedroom, but there's access to the bathroom. And then there's a attic here, floored attic for like storage and whatnot. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go check a look at the master bedroom, which is really, really nice. So you walk into the sitting room, recessed lighting, nice size sitting room over here, and a huge master bedroom with a Juliet balcony, which is really cool.
Right.
Which is nice. Cool. I don't see too much of that, especially these homes in Huntingdon Valley.
Yeah.
Nice balcony. 1, 2 walk-in closets, and then a huge master bath.
Right.
His and her vanity area, huge shower, big jacuzzi tub, and private commode.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, a little dark.
Well, this is more of a traditional style house.
Yeah, probably people might change.
Well, if you want to
Maybe
paint
something lighter.
maybe you paint a little lighter color.
Maybe a
which
little
brighten
different
things up.
style in the future, who knows? But it's nicely done.
And it's very clean.
Yeah, maybe they have to rearrange the whole bathroom because nowadays they have freestyle bathtub.
Like a freestanding, like a
Yeah.
tub.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a...
Well, anyway, whoever ends up buying this house can make it their finishing touches the way they like it.
Okay, well,
right.
listen, it's a nice master bathroom.
Up to you. So
Thank you.
That's the second floor.
Uh-huh.
Now let's make our way down to the lower level. Finished walkout lower level with a
Okay.
bedroom and a full bath. All right, so we are in the finished lower level.
It's a walkout basement,
So
it's
walkout
nice.
basement, which is
Yeah.
nice. So walkout
Right.
basement, you have a bedroom or a fitness room, which is what they're
Yeah.
using it for.
Right,
And then if you wrap around here, it takes you to the full bathroom.
right.
So full bathroom, bedroom,
It's a lot of house.
yeah, a lot of house. So it's like almost 8,000 square feet with the lower level.
Right.
Again, walkout area for billiard room, ping pong table, full bathroom. You have the wine
Wine
cellar
cellar,
over here, which is nice. Again, media area here for entertaining. It's nice. Beautiful bar, custom built bar, wet bar, refrigerator, and just prep area for, when you're entertaining. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Dishwasher down here, refrigerator down here, and little poker area. Whatever you want to do down here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this is the huge game changer. If somebody plays golf, it's
Or
a golf.
chess, look at this chess game.
Well, you can play chess too. But I mean, this is the golf simulator.
Yeah.
Or you can convert this into movie theater. The projection's already here. So you can do stadium seating, put chairs here, or if you're a big golfer, you can play golf down here. So we saw the first floor, we saw the second floor, we saw the lower level. Let's check out the backyard. Let's go. So we are coming out to the
Oh, nice
rear yard.
backyard.
So what I like about this, and you tell me your thoughts.
Yeah.
It's enclosed. Heating lamps, TV, another fireplace. Ceiling fan, so you can sit out here, smoke a cigar, have a glass of wine. Everything's covered, so if it's raining, you're protected. And then steps out this bluestone
Should
patio.
stop smoking cigar.
Okay, I'm not gonna smoke anymore.
Okay.
Listen, bluestone patio, jacuzzi tub, 6-person jacuzzi, which is gonna stay with the property. Beautiful
It's
property.
very nice. What is this, half an acre lot?
All half-an-acre lots. It's called
Yeah.
Saddlebrook, you know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
right.
saw a lot of the houses here through the years. All right, so listen,
Very
while we're
nice.
out here, do you want to sit down and have a little podcast?
Yeah,
Talk?
I'd love to.
You want to do it?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Why not?
All right, let's go sit down. Welcome to the Boom Room Unfiltered. I'm here with my special guest, Vladimir Bograd. We are doing a new type of style to our Boom Room podcast. We're doing them at properties that we're selling. Today we're at 1331 Saddlebrook Lane in Huntingdon Valley. And again, our guest is my father and partner, Vladimir Bograd. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. I'm
Yeah.
happy we're doing this.
Right.
We've been trying to do this for a little while now, and I'm happy you're here. So before we get started with the actual podcast and talking about you, what are your thoughts about the house? Honest thoughts.
Well, usually I try to be very honest, but It's a beautiful home. The only thing I think we have to, or you have to talk to yourself just to clean a lot of debris, garage, and all the stuff. But in
So
general, it's
maybe
a pretty nice deal. Number-wise, you're probably right on the money.
Yeah, so 1.695.
Right.
It's a 5-bedroom. It's 4.5 bath. It's a finished lower level, half an acre lot, cul-de-sac, Lower Moreland schools. It's obviously a very open floor plan.
She said $24,000 taxes, right?
Tax are $24,000.
Right.
And I think that's what's been a little bit of the, concern for some people. But if you want to be in Lower Moreland and you want to have an estate home, these are the taxes.
Usually in Lower Moreland, they're a bit higher than anywhere else.
Well, we sold a house on Paper Mill. The taxes there are about $35,000 for the similar type of home. So I don't think the taxes are that frightening.
Right.
But for some, you have to budget for that, But all in all,
shouldn't be a big problem here. I don't think it's a big problem for this kind of house. But how long you have this listing?
we've had the listing for about 40 days now.
40 days.
The property, we've had a lot of showings. And a lot of feedback has been somebody wants something a little bit more modern, more, turnkey.
So what is the feedback here?
Well, that's what I'm saying. People want something more open, maybe modern rather, maybe a little lighter. Because the colors inside are, from 12, 13 years ago. So it's very in a traditional style. People now like the transitional style. So whoever buys the house, if they like that style, they have to come in, change the countertops maybe, do some painting, do some revamping. So they want to build a pool, they have to build a pool. But all in all, I think it's a great house. I think it's a great floor plan. I think the square footage is great. You're in one of the most sought after schools or school districts in the state, let alone the country. I just think we need to find the right buyer. So I'm hoping...
You don't have much choices in Lower Moreland, because if you don't buy here, you have to go, let's say, Just a Farm, or you might go to Long Lane 1 or 2 and 3. That's or Inverness.
They're all older houses except for Inverness. Inverness is comparable. Inverness is about a 28-home community that's all comparable to this type of house, to this type of floor plans. This development is a smaller community. And I think if somebody wants to be in a smaller, close-knit community that has everything that Inverness has on a smaller scale, this is probably your best bet.
I know some people have a reservation about Paper Mill Road.
Well, slowly Paper Mill Road is kind of transformed.
They always say, well, this is a narrow road. Some homes outdated, some is brand new. But people feel a little reservation to make a move. I don't think it should be a big problem. It's a number game. The question is when and how much you sell it.
I think the right person hasn't seen the house yet, because we've had a couple offers that were low, and those offers we're not even considering. We're looking for 1,695.
So what do you think is a reasonable number for this home?
I think the seller is looking to get close to his ask. I think it's a fair number. I mean, the seller paid us in public record 1.4 10 or 11 years ago. And he's done a lot of work to the house, finishing the basement since then, some sprucing up inside, some flooring, some kitchen work, this, that, and the other. He's put some money back here. So I think at 1,695, it's not a bad deal at all.
Yeah, sounds like he wants to break even here.
Well, at 1,695, he probably barely breaks even.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great deal for somebody that wants to be in a beautiful single home, in a very established community, in a great school district. And I think dollar for dollar, you can't build this house for what we're asking.
You can't build this house for $2 million today market. So it's cost, material, labor, and all. It's a little different than before.
Yeah, so I'm hoping...
Well, good luck to you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. So listen, enough about the house. Obviously, we've been doing a podcast, and this is, I think, the 7th episode. And I felt like it would be a good opportunity for people to meet, my father, who's my mentor, who got me into the business.
Thank you.
And, obviously, without this guy, I would never have set foot into the real estate industry. So I thank you for that.
Your mother was involved.
My mom was involved too. Mom was involved too. So, Mom, thanks for that. But getting in the real estate industry, I think you are the pioneer. At least you are. Enough about what I think about you. Why don't you tell me? You came over here in the 70s.
1975.
1975.
Right.
Vladimir Bograd came over here with his sister Eleanor. And my grandparents. And you take it over from there. Well,
it was like a while back. It's a history now, but it was a good run.
Yeah, good run.
It's a good run.
So you came over here in 1975.
1975 at Thanksgiving time.
Thanksgiving 1975.
November. Yeah, that was like yesterday.
And you emigrated from the former Soviet Union.
Yeah, Ukraine.
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 And to start a new life here, because My grandfather was a very well-established, and my grandmother too.
Yeah, he was a dentist.
In Ukraine, and they left and to start a new life in America.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good move in my father life because he was established individual. He has a very good dental practice. Those days, it was not easy to have private dental practice. And he was involved with a clinic, and then he decided to open his own private practice. It was not permissible to have any business like that, and he sort of like, because of his sort of always connection, and he had his practice, and then he decided to make a move, while to USA.
Right.
So USA, it was those days, it was a different leaders in communist society, and they had problem with, I think it had some kind of economical problem or whatever, I don't remember. It was exchange for immigration to USA for basket of bread or whatever they needed, and Brezhnev was in power, and we applied for visa and we came here. I was a lot younger than you right now. I was 26. I came here.
So 26.
Yeah. 26.
You and your sister and your parents come to America.
Right.
And you obviously had to get established in some way, and you had some odd jobs that you were doing, right?
Yeah, I mean, my background is a little different. I was singing.
Right.
I was singing. I had a degree master's degree in conducting, choir conducting, and opera singing.
So you were in the Russian Red Army chorus.
Yes, I was. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was.
So you did a lot of My father is a very, very.
Well, you're very kind. I used to sing, but this is not a big deal anymore.
So he was a singer in Russia, and you formerly sang.
Yeah.
And then when he came over here, if I'm mistaken, you were sought out. You were sought out because of your voice.
Yeah, I had this. I met a gentleman from local community. He was a choir director, and he asked me what I was doing. Actually, I spoke English
not so well.
Not so well. So somehow he understood when I started singing, and he introduced me to local people. Those days was not too many people from Ukraine or Russia. So it was a little bit.
You were the first wave, one of the first waves coming over.
Actually, your mother came 1973, so she was like one of the first ones here. Then 1975, then it was another wave, 1979. But anyway, I was introduced to local community, and I sang and whatever, and then all of a sudden, because my background, I had this opportunity to study in Curtis Institute. I could have done, because when you came to this country, you sang in operatic music, but you don't sing in Italian or German or French. And in order to get established in this country, you have to sing in all these languages. So I had no idea about this stuff. So the gentleman I met, he was a conductor in Curtis Institute. I don't remember his name. He said, "Well, you know what you do? We can make you arrangements, get you scholarship. You go to Germany, and you stay there, and you study in all these languages. They gave you scholarship, and then you come here and you become more fluent in German when you sing, or Italian or whatever." So I said, "Well, I don't think I want to go back to Europe."
You don't want to go back to Europe.
Well, yeah, it was not the idea for me to go back, and that's the way it closed my door to any professional classical music.
Singer, right?
Well, opera singing, it's a lot to know, a lot to study, a lot to learn, and I was not ready to go back, because here, those days, now probably it's a little different, but those days it was like you go to Europe, you study in Stadtopera in Germany, and they teach you all this languages, and then you become more fluent, and you, like I said, you do it. So I decided to stay here, and and that's it. So I met another fellow who was choir director in one of the synagogues, Max Tiger, and he heard me singing. He was a bass in San Francisco Opera Company before, and he said, "You know what? Why don't you become a cantor?" I said, "What, cantor?"
So just so we understand what a cantor is, a cantor, if you go to a synagogue, there's a rabbi that conducts the service, and then there's a cantor that actually sings the prayers throughout the service. And
something like that. But his cantor sings some chants.
Chants.
Yeah, he sings and he participates, and it's a lot to do with the service. You have to know the different holidays, the different services, Shabbat and holidays, whatever. So he said, "Why don't you go to I'll take you to Jewish Theological Seminary in New York."
Columbia University.
It's affiliated with Columbia.
Columbia University.
And eventually he took me there.
Right. So you went there. You had a full scholarship.
Yeah, they gave me full scholarship and room and board and teaching and voice lessons and everything in the world.
You were there for 3 years?
4 years.
4 years there.
And I studied there, and I lived there in 122nd Street and Broadway in the seminary for 4 years.
Wow. And that's Harlem, right?
This is
next to Harlem.
Yeah, next to Harlem.
Yeah, so you went to school there for 4 years.
Right.
That's when you started dating Mom, right? Then around that time too?
Yes.
And then...
Actually, I was dating your mom before school.
Before school, okay.
I was dating your mom as soon as I came to this country. My sister was instrumental to introduce me to your mom.
So that was 75, 76.
75, I met your mom.
Okay.
I came to Philadelphia and I met your mom instantly because your mom and your grandmother had a house in Northeast Philadelphia, and they had a gathering. All friends came and etc. So all of a sudden, my sister, she was the same age as your mom, and she was invited to come. And my sister said, "I have a brother. He's a bit older. Can we bring him?" And your mom said, "Yeah, why not?" So that's
the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is exactly you said, history. So that's the way it started.
You finished Jewish Theological Seminary.
Yeah.
You finished with a cantorial degree.
Right.
And then you moved back to Philadelphia from New York after you finished school.
Right.
And then you became a cantor.
Yeah, I'm still a cantor.
I know, but you became a cantor at that point in time. So you were working at a couple different synagogues in the area.
Yeah, I had opportunity to go to the way it worked before. I mean, I when you finish seminary, all this how I can say presidents or people hiring cantor, they come to New York and they audition cantor, and they propose him to come and work for our temple. So I was invited to go to San Diego, and I went to San Diego and I sang there, and they auditioned me and they gave me a contract in San Diego back in 1980. And you were what, 2 years old?
2 years old.
2 years old, yeah. So I had a proposal, had a contract in my hands, and and your grandma and my mother, and they start getting very, very, very emotional.
Right.
They said, "They're going to take our beautiful grandson from us." So I said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to probably stay here."
Okay.
And that time I start thinking about what I'm going to do if I'm not a full-time cantor, because it was no position immediately for me to be a cantor in Philadelphia.
Right.
So I found a cantorial job as a part-time cantor in Germantown Jewish Center. I was a cantor.
Right.
Then I was a cantor in Beth Torah in Welsh Road. Now it's a church. And those days it was not easy to support family with cantorial salary.
Right.
So I decided, what else I can do? And I got a real estate license, and
so you got took off. So that's what I was going to say. You got your license, your real estate license in what year?
something like in 1980s. I don't remember the year. I think it's in mid 80s or early 80s.
You got your real estate license.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
yeah, you were very young when I got the license. Yeah.
Right. I don't remember you getting your license, obviously, but I remember you got.
But I took you to first house I sold. First house you sold with me, it was Steve Fox.
7 Polder Drive.
7 Polder Drive. You remember that,
yesterday,
right?
Yeah.
You were like what, 6-year-old?
So I used to go to all.
5,
anytime
6?
like you would go to an appointment, as if I wasn't in school.
I was taking you.
You were taking me. So I used to go to all my dad's appointments with him.
Right.
And I used to live and breathe real estate with you because people used to call. We had no cell phones back then, obviously. So people used to call the house when they were looking for my dad. So they want to make an appointment. They want to talk to my dad. They used to advertise where? In the newspaper, Russian newspaper.
Well, it was the Inquirer. Those days, Inquirer it was like a big deal. Now, obviously, you know more than me. Media and all the stuff, different time.
So
there was no internet, no phone, cell phones.
No internet, no phones, no cell phones. There's the house phones. So you got your license. So where did you go to work first?
Yeah, I got a pretty nice deal. I met a fellow. He was very, very good to me. And it's 110 Buck Road, like yesterday. It was in Holland, Kramer Real Estate. Kramer Real Estate.
So that was a boutique agency in Holland.
Yeah. I met the guy, and he said, "Well, I don't think you can sell real estate." I said, "Why? Your English is like." So I said, "Why don't you try me?" So year 1, 2, I become a top producer there, and not to go crazy about it, but I was doing good, and.
So you were basically. So who was your clientele back then? Was it mostly Russian speaking that people were coming here?
Well, obviously a lot of Russian speaking people, Ukrainian, Russian, Jewish, whatever. Belarusian, whatever. I mean, from European people, but I had quite a few American people.
I know nowadays for realtors that are starting out, there is a lot of ways to build your business. You can go on social media. You can create a social media name. You can create different tactics online. You getting a website, cold calling. There's a lot of different ways to get business right now.
Those days was like a cold calling, and a lot of people do this little brochures. So
that's my question.
Most of the people, I'm sorry?
No, that was my question. So how did you generate, how did you get your name out there?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I was one of the first ones, and I can say in the Russian community, a realtor. And it was a referral. It was a lot of referral those days. How did you do referrals,
like back then?
Well, a lot of clients say, listen, you want to buy real estate, you want to sell real estate. You call Vladimir, he is
you were the first ones in business.
He's doing business in suburbia. If you want to move from Northeast to suburbia, like your father-in-law, for instance, it's a good example, right? Your wife's father.
Yeah.
He moved from Clark Street to Nancy Drive?
Richboro, yeah.
Nancy Drive. So those days people were like, sell here, go there. Sell here, go there. And it was a lot of movement those days. I mean, those days a lot of people made right moves, because house in Bucks County was very, very affordable those days, houses, obviously.
Obviously, from the early 80s, when you're buying a house, you're moving from Northeast Philadelphia, and you're going to Bucks County. Bucks County was still kind of considered, where are people moving to? Bucks County is like, it was a distant land.
Yeah, you can have bought a house in Holland for, like I bought a house in Holland for what, $90,000 or $89,000.
Yeah, this is Michael calling.
One of those days, it was a different numbers, but in Northeast Philadelphia, $55,000 was a lot of money.
Today, so back then, like what? House in Holland was what, 79, 80, 90,000?
Yeah, maybe 90, something like that. But
today, the same house is maybe 700,000.
Well, listen, inflation, time, everything is goes.
So you basically
north.
So Kramer Real Estate. You worked at. I was what, 2, 3, 4. I was obviously a little baby. Alana was born. You continued doing the real estate through the 80s, through the 90s, in the 2000s, 2010. You've been in the business for how many years now? 90, 2000, 2010.
Some 40-some years.
45 or so years.
40 years, yeah.
So, obviously you're into many, many more years in the business. This is what do you think was the reason why you were able to be in the business so long? Why do you think you were able to withstand different times where the market was up and down?
Well, You see, the business is time flies fast, but the thing is, if you work hard, you spend time with your client, and you go head to head with the industry, and you follow what's going on. You do right way. I mean, you're okay. I mean, real estate, it's a good business. People acquire real estate. They're always ahead of a lot of different investment opportunity. I think real estate market is good. If you involve with real estate, is good. So a lot of people want to buy your first house and keep the house. This is like a key to success in this country. If you gotta have your own home. So everybody want to have at least one house.
One of the most valuable assets is their house.
Right. Yeah.
If not the most valuable assets. So obviously, you being intricate part of selling somebody their first house or repeat business is huge, and that's it's hard to be in any industry for 45 years, but especially in a commission-based sales industry, to be at the top of your game for so many years. It's a difficult feat, but you're able to do it, which is
well. I made a few times right moves. For instance, when Kramer Real Estate dissolved, I went to Remax, and those days Remax, if you work for Remax, it was something unheard of, because Remax was very, very, very unique structure. You got to be very successful realtor to become a Remax agent. Nowadays, a lot of realtors just go to Remax. It's like no big deal.
So that was my next question. Yeah. So Kramer Real Estate, you were there for a long tenure, and I guess what year? Because I remember I went to military school, and I think while I was there,
1990, I think, 1990.
I want to say
1989. I think he dissolved.
You went to Kramer.
He dissolved. He closed the shop, and he was acquired by Fox and Roach. Now it's a Prudential.
Now it's Berkshire.
Berkshire. I mean, it's all these names, but same company.
So basically, dissolved.
I didn't go there.
You didn't want to stay with them. You wanted to go to Remax.
Well, not that I didn't want to go there. I wanted to become more independent, because you work for Remax, you basically work on your own, and you have better commission structure. You advertise your name. You don't advertise Prudential or whatever. So that time I decided to go for Remax, and I went to Remax Eastern,
so Remax Eastern, you were there.
Right.
You had a few agents underneath of you, like satellites, you call them, like assistants.
Yeah, I had like you have right now. Like, I'm a member of your team. Wow. I have a couple members on my team.
Right.
And it was a nice crowd of people. They made money. They made money for me as well. And then all those guys become independent agent. Like, for instance, Michael Lisitsa is my partner.
Right.
He was a member of my team. Right. For a short time. He was a guy who works for Century 21. He was a partner, very successful guy. And he had dissolved his relation with Century 21, become a Remax agent, and then me and him acquired Remax Elite back in year.
So you bought Remax Elite in
2000.
In 2000. Because I think I didn't get my license yet. I think I just got my license when you guys bought the office.
We were in Hatboro Road.
You were in Hatboro. No, you were on County Line Road.
County Line Road.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you were in that shopping center. I'll never forget. That's when I started. 483 East County Line Road.
Yeah.
And that's when I got my license in 2000. Between 2000 and 2001, I think that's when you guys acquired. And then you and Michael opened up Remax Elite. And then
we did not open. We bought agency. It was a guy, Gary Lucas. Yeah. He owned this company. He was a builder. He did not do any successful job in retail, real estate business. So he proposed to me and Michael to acquire him. So we bought him out, and he worked for us a little while. And
I remember that.
And he sort of went out of business. He was a little builder.
Yeah. I remember him. Yeah. And then you guys were in that shopping. We were in that shopping. So that's when I got into the business, and we had a small little office, maybe 10, 12 offices, agents maybe.
Yeah, it was nice. A couple thousand square feet outfit. Yeah.
Right. And then you guys bought the existing.
Then we bought this 1469.
1456.
1456. Yeah. County Line Road, and couple years from yesterday.
So it's been now. You bought that rather. That office, I guess what it was probably 2002, 2003.
Yeah, me and Michael, we bought this office 2000 something. I think it's 2003, maybe you're right.
Yeah. So it's been about 20 some years now.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
that location.
yeah. We have the business together for 20 some years. Yeah, we just did huge renovation.
Yeah, I know you guys. You built a floor for us, which is
yeah.
great.
It was. Listen, I mean, you deserve. You're doing good business.
We deserve.
So
yeah. So tell me this. So now you're an agent, an owner, a partner. A real estate guru, people can say that you are.
Because I wouldn't go that far, but I would say, listen, I'm in business long time, and I know.
What's your favorite part about the business?
Meeting people, spend some time together. I mean, I'm very happy. I'm glad to see you in business because this is for me it's a blessing, and I see this is actually pay for all my.
All your efforts through the year?
Yeah. So industry is good, and I see what's going on right now. It is completely different industry.
Yeah. So from when you started, in the industry to now, it's like night and day. Back in the day, I'm going to tell you, back in the day, there was no multiple listing online. There was no internet. Back in the day, you used to get a book. And it was like the size of a telephone
United
book.
States is like a night and day. When I came to United States, it was a different country. Now,
but I'm talking about real estate. Like in regards to that, you used to get instead of going online. There was no Zillow, there was no Trulia, there was no Realtor.com. If you wanted to find a house, you needed a realtor to actually go into the MLS book and sift through it like a telephone book, and it would be updated once a week. And sometimes agents would have pictures, maybe the front picture, which was from their flimsy camera, and sometimes no pictures. And you as a realtor had to sell houses to buyers with no pictures, no information, very little.
Well, what you're describing exactly right. The only thing I can tell you, each individual office used to have a book.
Right.
And you cannot remove this book from the office.
Right.
And some agents, sort of like more or less successful agent, they tried to get their own book.
Right.
It was almost impossible. I don't remember exactly details.
You tried to buy your own book.
I don't remember that, but if you borrow the book, it was a condition. You have to bring it back in the morning.
Right.
Because otherwise, I mean, people
that was
go
their MLS.
out of business.
That was their online
and my clients said, please give me, a book for a couple of hours. I said, okay, and hold it for a couple of hours if this can help you.
Well, so
usually by the time you have a book, something already sold.
I was going to say, that book is updated once a week. So by the time you get that book in front of you, that house is maybe already sold.
I should have brought this book.
You should have brought it.
I still have this book. I never got rid of it.
It's a telephone book that was updated once a week.
Yeah, it's a thick book. It's with pictures, description.
And now we have MLS, which is online. We have these different sites. We have my website, where people can surf the web and see what houses are available, whether it's here, whether it's in Florida, whether it's in Jersey, whether it's anywhere. So that obviously has changed quite a bit. What else do you think? What do you like about how the real estate industry has changed, and what do you dislike about it?
Well, I'll be honest with you, we have a lot more easier time than you guys, and realtors.
Easier time?
Yeah, I think so. We had realtors back then. It was a little more at ease. It was not such a
competitive.
I can describe differently, cutthroat operations. Because right now, I see what you do. People, you call people, well, it's sold, how much I have to offer over asking price. To me, it's like a bit ridiculous.
There was no bidding wars back then.
Yeah, it was no bidding wars. But people not really thinking straight right now. People sometimes pay exuberant amount of money and they think it's going to go only one direction. Sometimes goes down.
So that's actually leading to the next question.
It's a funny game.
We'll go back to that. The second part of your question: where do you see the real estate market for the remainder of 24 into 25? And this is your opinion. This is totally your opinion.
I can tell you without even thinking, I do not know that, because if I say to you something. This would be completely outrageous.
Listen,
I don't know.
You're entitled to your opinion. If this is you asked me today, I think depending on what is going to happen, obviously with the end of the election, that's a big component of it. But I also think what happens to the rates. I think if the rates drop a bit, I think the market's going to come back to what it was 18 months ago. It's going to get a lot of people that are on the fence about waiting for rates to drop to come out there, and it'll be an influx of buyers in the market again, and prices again will escalate. If there is no rate decrease, even minimal, I think it's going to continue on this way. I think right now it's been a very rocky, maybe last 6 months. Houses between the 6 and 8 range have been selling overnight, and as soon as you hit that $1 million mark, things are slowing down because rates, taxes, all those expenses, it's hard for the average person to pay and expense for all and budget for all of those expenses.
I don't think election will really boost real estate either way. Cutting rates, it might create a little bit more of a
influx.
Yeah, more commotion, more real estate business. A lot more homes probably will sell or whatever. But I can, my opinion, it's a very dangerous time. People pay a lot of money for some homes, and people write check for $2-3 million, $4 million, and they think it's no big deal. While real estate is good, going to go up.
So my question to you is this, and it's a good. This is just my rationale. If somebody's buying a property,
right,
shouldn't it be irrelevant if the property values escalate or fall? They're using it, right?
It should be very relevant because you have to always think in what is your plan. You have to have a plan. You can't just buy a house. I mean, because it's the first house, you have to pay $1 million. You got to see your financing. You have to see what is coming in, coming out. You have children, you have colleges, you have whatever, marriage to your daughters or son, whatever. So, I mean, it's a lot to do with
you're buying this property in Saddlebrook, for example.
Right.
The buyer is, him and his wife and his 2 kids are buying this property. They want to be in Lower Moreland. They pay $1.65 for this house. If the property value drops to 1.4 over the next 18 months, it's irrelevant for him, right? Because he's living here. That's great that it goes up to 1.8 or 1.9 or 2 million, but if it drops to 1.4, does it really matter to him?
Well, listen, you're describing about the way a stockbroker describing probably to his client stock. If you hold the stock, you did not sell the stock, you probably didn't lose any money. You're still holding, right? But in order to buy something, you got to have enough cushion. You have to make a mortgage payment. You have to make a car payment. So if people have so comfort to buy a house for $1.6 million, they have enough to support these payments. They take mortgage and all this stuff. $24,000 taxes. I don't know how much insurance, maintenance, upkeep, whatever.
Obviously, what it was 18 months ago, and the rates were 3%, 3.5%, even 4%.
Right.
A house of this magnitude, yeah, I mean, it was more affordable for somebody. Obviously, when the rates are closer to 7 now, the same payment would have been maybe $5,000 a month is now $8,000 a month. That obviously is a very, very, big upside on your monthly payment, monthly nut, on what you can afford. So that changes things a bit. And that's why I think some of the higher end homes are sitting a little longer because buyers are having a harder time affording it.
I don't think this is easy piece of real estate to sell for the asking price, because you have this house for sale for what, 45, 60 days?
Almost 2 months.
And usually when something like this comes up in this kind of grandeur style and construction, it's a 56 or 5,700 square feet home because it's a masterpiece house.
Yes.
I see exactly the same home in Inverness.
If you're looking for exclusivity, small community, very exclusive home, great square footage, great location, this is for you. But again, the right person hasn't come along yet. I think the right person.
You need somebody with basically good income, like owner of the corporation, or somebody with
somebody has a steady
income. They be able to pay this number. I mean, this is not a house for firemen or policemen or nurse or whatever. And you need to have very strong income.
Yeah.
You need to have very unusual income.
So let's get back to you. What did you want to do? Look, when you were young, talking to Dad Arkady, my age, maybe not my age, maybe Michael's age, Ava's age, Lily's age. What did you want to do?
Well, I wanted to be a singer. I want to sing.
You always wanted to be a singer. For your whole entire life. I still like
to be. I still like music.
I know you like classical music, and thanks to you, I love classical music as well.
Right.
So that was always your dream, to be a classical to be a singer?
I'll be honest with you. This is my training, and this way I brought up. I sang in boys' choir in my city where I came from, and so I mean I grew up and I was singing all my life, and I sang in Red Army Chorus. I was a soloist there. So I mean I love this very much. I still love it, but in order to make ends meet in this country, you got to be more diversified, and you got to think straight. If you're not going to think straight, you won't be able to support your family and etc. If I would be a average singer, if you sing Metropolitan Opera or whatever, it's something else. But the average singer do not make significant income at all.
Right.
And like I told you when we started, if I would have went to, let's say, Germany and study, and who knows what, but this is all history.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sorry what I've...
No, I mean, listen, why would you be sorry?
I'm pretty happy,
You raised an amazing family, I hope.
Right.
And amazing career thus far.
Right.
And,
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's always music in my heart. I'm listening music a lot, and some people have different hobbies. And one of the hobbies I like to listen sometime classical music. And, I send you some tips, what to hear, what to listen. I was listening recently Rigoletto, and this performance came from city of Bregenz. It's in Austria. Mm-hmm. In Austria, it's a Lake Constance. It's right in the lake, right in the middle of the lake. Yeah. They made this beautiful performance, and some singers jump right to the water, and they say, "Wow, it's unbelievable." So I mean, I love this kind of stuff. So I mean, it's nothing wrong to love music. Music is good.
I think that's great that you do.
Bring you some kind different memory, different emotions. I'll say that much. Anyway, listen. I mean, you've done a great job.
well, thank you.
You've done a great job, and I'm pretty happy to see your success.
And we talk every day, numerous times of the day, because obviously we're partners. I value your opinion. You give me good advice, and I'm fortunate to have you in my life, and that's why I thought it would be a great idea to have you on our podcast, because obviously without you, this thing wouldn't be happening.
Well, always it's you have to make a right move. You made the right move. You went to military school for 5 years. You were thinking about to become maybe.
I was not.
You were a captain in school. You were doing not too bad in military school.
It was not by choice, obviously.
By the way, one of your friends is like a colonel right now.
Yeah, Frank's a colonel.
Yeah, Frank is a colonel.
He got promoted.
He's a future United States president, maybe.
He may be the president. I think he'll definitely be a general first.
Yeah, he's a young. How old is Frank?
He's my age. He's 45.
Wow. Yeah, he is.
All my friends from military school. Thank God. They're all good. Kenny,
like together.
Luke, Christian,
all together.
Frank, Alex. Yeah, they're good. All good guys.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean it's
friends for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's a good.
That's it. How about your Colonel James?
Colonel James is doing well too.
Yeah, we're gonna your mentor.
He's also my mentor.
Yeah,
he was my mentor for 5 years in Valley Forge and still is.
But, it was good. Yeah, it was a good guy.
Again, it's a different time. It's that's like a different time too. It's almost 30 years ago, Valley Forge.
Yeah.
When you think back, it's like a different world. But I thank you obviously for sending me there too. I was not happy about going there initially, obviously.
Yeah.
But everything happens for a reason. And everything happens for the best.
Exactly. Exactly.
Listen, I really appreciate you taking the time today to preview the house with me. I wanted to get your 2 cents, and obviously, I wanted to have everybody that watches us on all social media and our fans and subscribers to know how this whole real estate thing came to be, and it's thanks to Vladimir Bograd.
Thank you very much
again. He got me into the game, and thanks to him, we're able to give back to our clients and friends. And hopefully continue to do so for many more years to come. So, Dad, thank you. I love you.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Thanks for joining Vladimir Bograd and myself here at the Boom Room. Stay tuned for the next episode.